Good morning. September 17th is here. Just a few more days of summer. I usually do not like to hear that or to say that, but it is a fact. Leaves are falling and our summer is just about gone. It's been an interesting summer, no doubt. You would agree here in Manitoba and in other parts of the world, as we have seen the pandemic and the politics of a plandemic play itself out. We are currently sitting at about 2,400 people who have applied for membership into our group. We have denied 164. The moderators are doing a thorough background check to ensure that people who apply are a good fit. We have a number of people that are trying to apply who we know are very much against what this group stands for. And so, again, to protect the integrity of the herd, of the flock, we are being discerning in who we add to this group. There's no sense inviting someone in to cause trouble, only to have to show them the back door. So the moderators met last night and we approved some criteria which will allow us to be discerning and make good decisions on what is good for the group. In particular to posts, there is now going to be a requirement that posting into the group will require you to state what matters about that post. We think that is important because it's easy to hit the share button, and we can all do that, and it's just a dumping ground for a lot of things, and they're not all bad. Many are good, but some of them are a little long and some of them are a little complicated, and some of them have aspects in them that are good and other things that are not. So when you post, when you share something, it is a requirement that you put something in front of that to tell us what is it that matters to you. And furthermore, if you'd like to share, what is it that matters to others as well? Why do you think this post matters? So again, that's a condition of posts just to cut down on traffic. And we want all the best posts to get into our site. Updates, tomorrow the advisory council is meeting for the first time, a group of 6 individuals, including myself, to plot our strategy forward. We want to step back from our petition, which was denied unanimously at council, and examine what are our next best options to try to help the city, because it is apparent that the city does not have a plan, and we'd like to be able to be part of making that plan. In the same way as I said yesterday, you get ready for a hurricane, there's a storm coming, we know it. Just take a look around you, rise up above Winkler and Manitoba, even above Canada, and take a look at what's happening in other countries such as Australia. We need to get ready for that. We need to have a plan for that. What else? Oh, this morning, a group of men, but I think it will be more than men, are meeting here at my house. And we're looking at the possibility of putting together a response team to the COVID police. We know they're here, and we want to sort of have a proactive way of responding to them as they come in here and mostly tyrannize our community, our businesses, and our people. So we want to be peaceful and passive in our resistance to them, but we are prepared to push back on the COVID police. So it would work something like, if we are made aware of the COVID police, or whatever you want to call them, they're not really police, and they're here to issue tickets, that our response team would go out there, 10, 12, 15 people, and go to that business and where the officer is, and just to sort of make them aware that we're not afraid. They come in here and they want to instill fear in us. We're not afraid. We will line up and we will take those tickets, as many as they want to write. We'll give the officer, the duly elected official, the COVID policeman, we're going to give them a writer's cramp, because we know all these tickets are quashed. As you appeal them, they go into queue and they are quashed before they come to the court date. So again, another proactive way we can work in our community. I want to share a personal experience yesterday. A woman showed up at my door. I recognized her, but I couldn't place her name. And as I asked for her name, she didn't want to give it. She proceeded to tell me her story. Her and her husband, several years ago, more than 10 years ago, came to Canada. Two suitcases in their hand, a baby who was about to be born 2 months away, and $95 in their hand. And that's how they arrived in Canada. And they came here with the hope that they would be able to live in a free country. They have had a good run. We've all had a good run here. But their story in particular is touching because they came here with the hopes and the dreams of living in a free country. And now we have changed those rules as they are now here and as others have come to find out we're not as free as we once were. That story was inspiring to me. $95, a baby about to be born, and 2 suitcases in their hand. She handed me money for the group. I tried to refuse it, but she said, no, take it. So we had another little bit more discussion about a conversation. We united our hearts in thought about what we could do with this community. When I closed the door and I went to count the money, it was $95. That will inspire me to keep on trying to do the right thing. There are many times when I'm tempted to quit. But folks, this is too legit to quit. We must stand up together against what is coming. Prepare our hearts and minds for the storm. And when we're tempted to give up, as I have many times, remember, suddenly, God can show up at any moment. Our hopes are rested in the gospel of Jesus. The Bible answers the questions. The gospel of Jesus answers the 3 eternal questions of men. Where did I come from? Why am I here? And where am I going? Consider that our existence here is not for our own affluence to live a good life, but everything that is happening right now, our very lives are a testimony to bring glory to God. That is the sole purpose of this creation, and we are part of that creation. Rest assured, God may not be in control of the world, but Jesus is still building his church in enemy-occupied territory. Keep the faith, be strong, encourage each other, and do not lose hope, because you never know when God shows up, and the glory all goes to him, and the joy goes to us. Have a great day.